Hey everyone, it's Kara here from Boho and I have kind of a surprise video for you today. I don't obviously normally upload on Wednesdays, but I'm here nonetheless because I feel like maybe I slighted you a little bit on Monday's Plan With Me video. So the reason I say that is I showed you how I set up my insert for October, which really wasn't much since I'm not keeping my monthly collections in my monthly insert. I keep them in my monthly collections insert. So all I really showed you was me setting up my monthly spread, which while I think it was helpful, I thought it might be extra helpful now that I have my monthly collections set up to come back, do a little update video and show you what I have going on for the month of October. All right, so we're gonna open her up and flip to my monthly collections, which, that's regular collections. Monthly collection should be right after it. Yep, monthly collections. Oh goodness. My notebook is a little bit thicker now. I added one more insert, which I'm going to go over with you here in a little bit, but she is getting chunky for sure. All right, so monthly collections, and I showed you that I had the index up front, so I have September on page 1 to 2, and then October starts on page 3. So if you've been following along on Instagram, then you've probably watched my Instagram stories and you know that the other day I posted this really cute circular tracker from an account called Pen to Paper Journey. And I had saved that picture a long time ago. I think it was back in April when she posted it. And she was originally inspired by Kim over at Tiny Ray of Sunshine, who also does a really cute circular tracker. But I loved how she took the tracker and kind of redesigned it. Instead of being a whole circle, it's more of a fan is kind of what it looks like to me. So I took all of my habits. I actually had 11 habits, and in order to space it out the way I wanted to, I only had room for 10. So I actually had to drop one of my habits that I've been tracking. So I don't know exactly how I feel about that. The one that I dropped, if you're curious, is Instagram. So posting to Instagram is something that I try to do every single day anyway. So I'm hoping that not having it on my tracker isn't going to be too bad. And then I found this cute quote online. I wish I had attribution for it. I couldn't find who originally said it, but it says, "Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going." And I love that. All right, and then on the right-hand side, you might be noticing, and I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but I have another kind of circle frame drawn out on the right-hand side, and that's all done in pencil, and that's because, again, in October, I am doing a mood mandala. It has been way too long since I did a mood mandala in my bullet journal, and I've been hankering to get back to it. I originally got this idea from Fiona over at bujo.mama on Instagram, and the bullet journal world has taken it by storm. Like everybody loves the mood mandala. And I haven't done it in a couple months, and I wanted to kind of get back to it for a month and enjoy the process again. So I have my starter frame for my mandala here in pencil, and I have my moods on a little piece of paper that I taped in with washi tape since I didn't really have room left over to write my moods on the piece of paper. So I kind of love how this spread turned out with the little fan part of the circle on this side for my habit tracker, and then my mood tracker on the right-hand side with the half circle. And I cannot wait to see what this looks like filled in. All right, and on the next page, I have, of course, my gratitude, and then I wanted to go back to doing one line a day. I haven't done one line a day in a little while, and I really kind of missed it, and it's really just jotting down any little thing that happens that day. Sometimes it'll be, went to the park or, whatever it may be, just something little that I want to remember that only takes up one line. So I have space to do that there. And that's going to do it for my October collections. All right, and I do have one more thing to show y'all. I know a lot of people had been asking about my future log and how I am handling those things now in my bullet journal. So I did get rid of the Calendex since I'm using the Traveler's Notebook system. It didn't really fit with what I'm doing. And for the most part, for all of my future planning, I actually use a Google Calendar that I share with my husband. But I decided to create this little insert, and I'm going to take it out of here just for ease of showing you. All right, let's see. So I created this little insert. It's really, really thin. It's 10 pages. And I actually just made it here at home so you can see I didn't have any cardstock left. So I used one of my old covers that misprinted and just flipped it inside out. So if you look at the back cover, you can see my logo upside down in the back. So I'm going to decorate this cover. It's basically a perpetual calendar. So this is going to move from bullet journal to bullet journal with me. And I'll show you what I mean inside. All right. So at the very beginning, I have a typical perpetual calendar. So I have 6 months per spread, January, February, March, April, May, June. And I did blatantly copy this idea from the Rhodia Goal Book notebook that I did a review on earlier. Was it this week or last week? I think it was last week. Anyway, I wanted to have that perpetual calendar. I thought it would be really fun. So I decided to create my own, and I did color code. So I have coral is for holidays, and a light purple or lavender is for birthdays. And then at the very top of each month, I have those random holidays that don't always fall on the same day every year. So for example, in January, I have the third Monday is Martin Luther King Day. February, I have Black History Month. Third Monday is President's Day and Inco Rimo. So just little things that happen each month, but not necessarily on a specific day. So I have those in there as well. And I have that for July through December here on the next spread too. And then after that, I have kind of an editorial calendar, more like an annual strategy type thing, where I've laid out things that happen in my business every single year. So for example, in February, there's Inco Rimo and 1 month in my bullet journal, and Positive Scribes, my handwriting course. So those things are going to happen every single February. And then things like releasing our summer stickers, that's going to happen every May. And then start talking about Positive Scribes again in June. And then, of course, I messed up and I went straight from June to August. So I just kept going. I went August, September, October, November, December, and then July. And I said, sorry, I forgot about you. Let's still be friends. So instead of going back or scrapping this whole thing and starting over, I just decided to throw July here at the end and put that little note there. But yeah, I just have little things that are happening throughout the year. 1 month in my bullet journal again in August, Positive Scribes again in August. All of our annual stickers get released every October, so things like that. And then finally, after that, I have upcoming events. And I originally titled it 2018 Upcoming Events. And I'm using the Alistair method of future logging. Then I realized I kind of wanted to have an area for the rest of 2017 as well. So I did one for October, November, and December of this year. And with the Alistair method of future planning, you simply put a dot in whatever month that event or appointment occurs in, and then you write the date and whatever the event is on the right-hand side. So I have October, November, and December of 2017. And I have no idea if the camera is picking up this super light gray. I just wrote remainder of 2017 up top. And then I decided to just do it in quarters or 3-month increments. I thought that would give me plenty of room for each quarter of the year. So I have January, February, March. It says first quarter up top, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. So this is basically going to stay in my journal throughout all of the remainder of this year and 2018, and honestly probably beyond. I know that the future log here in the back won't remain current, but the rest of it should remain the same from year to year. So this will be able to travel with me from notebook to notebook. And of course, I still need to decorate the cover. Luckily, this is thin enough that it doesn't add too much weight to my journal. I just actually slipped it in here between my goals insert and and my collections because I had this extra strand. I don't know if this is where I'm going to officially keep it or not. I'm not sure. I might actually trim it down and put it in one of these pockets, either the front or back pocket of my journal, because look at this. It's getting so thick and chunky. Not that that's a bad thing. I kind of really like the thick and chunky. It is a little heavy. Someone asked me how much it weighed, and now I'm super curious. So I'm gonna grab my scale real quick. All right, here, let's see. I've got on, hopefully it still works. I haven't used this in forever. Okay, here we go. It's the moment of truth. Holy cow. Okay, it's 2 pounds. 2 pounds, 6 1/8 ounces. That's how heavy my bullet journal is, y'all, for those curious. It's definitely a little heavy for the average person if you're carrying it around with you on the go. Lucky for me, I mainly work from home, so usually it's at my desk or at my coffee table, and I don't have to haul it around too much. When I do carry it around with me, it's literally just to the office and back. Otherwise, it stays home. So yeah, I hope that satisfies some curiosity. All right, y'all, I wanted to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed getting an extra little peek into what's going on in my bullet journal this month, and I will look forward to seeing you all on Friday. Bye.